Says, this person looks terrible in pictures. Hello. User alternative oven 3594. Hello, this is definitely a small problem, but one I need help on. I'm going on a family vacation soon involving a photo shoot, and I literally cannot smile for the life of me. My smile looks so odd, and I don't know what facial expression to do for selfies. Does anyone have tips? This isn't even being insecure. People have told me that I do weird facial expressions in photos, and I don't want to ruin the photo shoot.
Chandler, get a Joey. Get a Joey. Substitute your ass for that, just for that situation.
Just for that.
Because
but it says family, so it's like.
So what? I'm sure they'll be okay with not ruining their family pictures.
I didn't even remember that episode.
Yeah, it's like get yourself a little Joey who's just going with Monica. Yeah. And you don't have to like the Chandler thing. Just
Chandler the situation.
Chandler was the situation. Chandler couldn't fucking smile for the life of him. He'd be like,
yeah, he was like, just so ugly as, yeah.
Yeah, so, and he'd be like, give me your bedroom eyes. And he's like, ooh, those are my bedroom eyes? He's like, why do you like me? She's like, well, let's not talk about this right now. And, yes, so, no, get yourself a Joey. Get yourself a nice friend that's willing and able to, just substitute you on there. You gonna know this you in essence.
Just the spirit of you is there.
But your smile won't be there.
But your smile won't be there. You can also Photoshop.
That too.
Photoshop the shit out of that smile. I mean, it's gonna be like real small. You can probably pull it
or
off.
Just get in the back, man. Like if you
wear a mask.
True.
Wear a mask. COVID times. You're really scared. You started showing symptoms the 30 minutes before the photo shoot, and you're just afraid that you're gonna get grandma and grandpa real sick. So just put on the mask.
Is this a female or a male? Did it say?
And then just raise your eyes and make it look like you're smiling.
Is it a female or male?
It doesn't say. It just says, hello, this is definitely a small problem. Yeah, it doesn't say whether it's a woman or a guy.
Depending on what it is, maybe it's this. I mean, I know I run into the issue of sometimes like over smiling or smiling too much. And I've legit had to practice because I don't like if I smile naturally, oftentimes I'll like show the tops of my gums and underneath. So like I've had to practice like holding back my smile a little bit. So I can like
smile.
Keep my gums out of the picture. But when I do that, since it takes a little bit more of like, my control to keep that. If I'm taking a lot of pictures, sometimes I'll feel like it get fake looking.
Yeah. Or it's just
like cheerleader.
So then there was somebody who told me that like try to think of like actually like relaxing your face, like if you shake it out, whatever, and then like don't smile until the last second. So, like, if they're there and they're about to take the picture, they'll be like, all right, everybody smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese. Like, do
on
it
cheese.
when they're, yeah.
Do it on cheese.
And then if you have one of those dumb people taking pictures that they're like, all right, ready? 1, 2. And they, like, take the picture before, yell at them and tell them, don't fucking do that. I need to be prepared.
I need you to say cheese, okay? It's
I need to know your countdown because I'm smiling on that last second.
Got it. Just I guess you could practice. Just look in the mirror. Nothing wrong with practice. I mean, we like us as performers, we've had to, like pay attention to the way we look and like like facial expressions here, facial. So we've had to like work on it and like be animated. But I don't know. I don't know if I have good advice for that because I don't typically tend to care about how I look in pictures for the most part. Even in headshots, whenever I had to I have like a natural smirk, but I practiced that when I was a kid too. So like I don't know.
You practiced that?
My mom has stories of me like
You telling me that your Flynn Rider shit is practice?
Yeah, I fucking all of it. Ask mom about the time she caught me. She caught me in the mirror when I was like 6 or 7, practicing my cry. So talk to her about it.
You don't even cry, bro. What the fuck?
No, well, at the time, when I was fucking 6, I'd be crying to get some shit because I needed some cookies or some shit. I don't know what, like whatever, some empanadas or some gorditas or some shit. And I would just practice my cry. Like, yo, I'm about to. I need to make sure that I can sell this.
Me being the insecure and like anxious prone person I am, I've never in my life practiced my smile. That's so weird. Like
I've had to do it more so for like jobs more so than anything, or when I have to do a headshot, like I have to like really. Fuck, I gotta send this out with my resume and like all this shit or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have a technique or tactic. Maybe that's a good one. So just at the very last second, try to think about something nice. Think about some ice cream. Think about the happiest moment in your life, and then just
That's true.
Just roll
it out, man.
Think about the same thing that you would think about whenever you had to like do a Patronus charm. You know what I mean? Think about the same exact thing. Your smile is your Patronus, okay?
Yes.
And you just got to think about it that way.
I don't know if I would go that far because for me, that would make me do my dumb, like,
but it's a cute smile.
But that's so cute.
You have a gummy smile. You have a gummy smile.
I have a nice close friend here. I have my boyfriend here. So, of course, y'all aren't going to tell me that I look crazy. But I have seen pictures of me performing on stage going... And it looks awful. If I were on camera
in the picture,
now,
but in the moment when we're on stage, we have to be extra because they only see it. They see it as like half or 3/4 of what it is.
Crazy though? It's like you might think about it that way, but I never once thought about your smile like that. Like I've never thought about like, damn, let me see if Shannon. But again, if Bree's gums are showing.
Well, yeah.
Let me look at let me look at all your pictures, girl. Make sure your gums ain't showing.
In the moment, if I'm just out hanging out with friends, like I'm not self-conscious about it in that way. If we're laughing together, if we're hanging out, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like, if I'm going to take a picture and I know I want to look good, then yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna be like, oh, let me just cut these. Let me just bring that lip down a little bit, cover those gums.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, like. I wouldn't smile in front of a camera though. I mean, you're insecure about the way you smile. Mm-hmm. I would say I just don't smile. Like I will smile, yes, but my little tooth gap and shit like that ain't cute. So like, no, because like, look, I understand. Like, there's the tooth gap is cute. It's cute. No, it's just like the people are like, oh, that's a
like if a kid has it?
Like, yeah, they're like, oh, that's so cute. Like, it's like, no, bitch, we're not trying to be cute in this bitch. We are trying to be hot. We're trying to be pretty. I am a 23-year-old woman. Can't be out here looking cute. I'm not a model. It'd be different if I was making bank on my little tooth gap.
Like, what's the
there is this one model that she
has the unibrow. Yeah. There's a girl that has a unibrow, and there's one who has a tooth
and
gap.
She got a little big ass
they're
tooth
like famous for that, so they won't correct it because of that.
They won't. In fact, they don't. They've told them before. It's like, if you correct that, I'm not gonna hire anymore. Yeah. So. If I was that case,
just because companies want to be like diverse and like
if I was positive and shit. If I was that bitch, fuck no, I wouldn't be fucking around with my tooth gap. But I ain't that bitch, okay? I do not have that kind of money. I won't have that kind of money because of my tooth gap. So they gonna look at my tooth gap and be like, "Ooh, baby girl,
I'm gonna change.
You need to get yourself some veneers."
I'm gonna change your contact on my phone to tooth gap.
Yeah,
that's gonna be your name on my phone.
Tooth gap
the third.
Tooth gap the third, for real. Because it's like it's on there and it's living its life.
But to the point that she just said right now, whoever this is,
you do you, boo.
Most people do not.
They don't notice.
They don't notice. You may be like super in depth insecure about it, but most people do not notice, and you still
nobody notices.
And it probably ends up being a nice thing to laugh about and drink about in family photos. Absolutely. 20, 30 years from now.
Bro, like that one picture of me like losing my soul on like a fucking like. The little tronco ride, the little
at Disney,
the little log ride at Disney.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was Disney or SeaWorld or whatever.
Yeah.
And oh my God, there's this one picture of me. For the longest time, I hated looking at it, but now, oh my God, it's the funniest thing in the world. It's literally a kid and me like on the thing, and I'm like. Soul leaving my body. Like it looks so good. Like the soul, my soul is leaving my body, and everybody's always because I look petrified.
You were.
And you know how small the little dip is, and I was literally out here acting like I'm falling from the sky and shit, and everybody else was like straight chilling on things, smiling, and I'm all like looking like I was dying.
just a fucking dramatic.
All because I was being dramatic as fuck, bro. I've been dramatic.
You hella dramatic.
I've been dramatic.
I still can't forget the time you got lost at Disney World. And
oh, hell yeah.
And we spent hours looking for
you.
Dude,
I was not crying at all. The minute I saw Mom, I was
you
like
were not crying.
Chilling,
you were straight dancing and like having fun.
Looking at the little cameras because they had a bunch of these cameras at Disney. That's all I remember. And like they were all like, and I was just and I see Mom like.
The moment you saw Mom, you busted out crying.
I remember that feeling of like. Yeah. I got air. Like I got air.
You felt the telenovela again.
Yes. That's how I know that the Mexican in me is real. So
how's that performative?
How's that for performative, man? Teresa and shit out here. Literally,
you got your whole.
I was like.
You got your Walter Mercado shit going on?
Straight on that hoe, and I was like,
oh yeah, and you started hyperventilating. You started shaking and shit, and I was in the back like. this girl bullshit. Did you not just see her
She
when
was
you walked
fine.
in? She was playing. You can't go from playing to tragedy in like 0.2 seconds.
You can't.
You're either all in on the tragedy or you're all in on the playing. You can't be be in and out.
Switched over. That shit was fucking hell.
Marcel, I gotta tell you, once this episode of the podcast comes out, you're winning a Grammy. Because we have close-up shot of your face doing all your little performative cries. And you're getting a Grammy.
Look, I'm like very expressive. I've always been told this.
She's gonna get an Oscar.
An Oscar.
An Emmy.
Oh yeah, an Emmy. Because I've always been told. Funny enough, everyone always tells me, "Is like, can you recreate that one little thing you do?" I'm like, I can't recreate anything I ever do. Why? Because this is natural.
Okay,
it's natural.
This is the way that it comes out.
Any way that you see my mannerisms, all just come out as naturally as I cannot recreate anything ever. I might recreate it without knowing. But because that's just like the way that it naturally comes out of me. But in terms of like, I'm very communicative with my hands, my face and everything. That's why we have to go get some smile line stuff fixed out because I'm 23, can't be having this kind of issues. Preventative, you know?
Preventative care.
Yeah, bro.
Preventative and performative.
Performative, yes. Absolutely.
All right, till next time. Keep watching.
Bye, guys.